Hey everybody, what's up? Friday night hanging out in the bush with Cynthia. How you doing, Cynthia?
I'm okay.
She's okay. Gonna say hi to the nice people?
Hi.
She says hi in Cindy language. Friday night we're hanging out at the cabin here. Silliest thing, sitting there watching a silly tarp shed garage I got. My video I put up go crazy tonight, and it went crazy last week, and the views it's getting. Something as simple as an old tarp shed and what I did to fix it. So 87,000 views right now, and it's going higher. So anyways, we are going to change it up here a bit in the future. We're going to be going camping. We are going to do a bunch of silly stuff. I said a while back that I bought a hot tent, a teepee tent thing. Well, we scrapped that idea just like the freaking Mustang, and we have got now on order a truck tent that goes on the back of my truck. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build me a Davy Dum Dum. I'm going to build a bench that goes up into a seat and out to a bed, and there's going to be a table and a shelf on the other side. We're gonna do some freaking glamping in the truck this year, so that's gonna be kind of cool. We're gonna start doing that fairly soon, like probably next week, and we're gonna film all this too. I might tomorrow. I gotta go out in the garage here, gotta fire up my table saw. I have to cut some lumber. I bought a bunch of 2x4s and that. It's got to rip them in half. My table saw. The table saw is here, not home. So because I'm going to build the framework to put my bed on in the back of the truck, well, whatever a 2x4 is, cut in half, and it ain't 2x2 because it's not dimensional lumber. So anyway, we're out of here. So anyway, yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow, basically, is get out in the garage, get the table saw fired up, rip the 2x4s all in half. We have a brutal weather system coming again tomorrow. We just can't win here. 2 days ago, we had some snow. It was probably 4 inches or so, 10 centimeters. Then it turned to rain, and it all melted away. Well, we get that coming again tomorrow. So we got more snow coming in the morning. How much we got coming, Cynthia? 10 to 15 centimeters, 4 to 6 inches, I think we get coming. And then it's going to, around supper time, it's going to rain. It's going to go up to 6 or 7 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be warm again tomorrow night. So the rain's going to leave again. But anyway, not a whole lot we're going to do around here tomorrow, but I am going to go out in the morning and get the table saw fired up. I came here today and real lucky my generator started. Haven't had that running in a long time. And luckily I get it fired up today, put some fuel stabilizer in it because it's in the little box off the side here. So, but I need that tomorrow to run the table saw. I wouldn't want to put that kind of stress on my battery bank. I have 6 2x4s I'm going to rip in half and turn them into 12 little pieces of wood. So I'm not going to build the frame here. It's going to be done at home again, but I'm going to film all that too. So anyways, for now, Cynthia and I and Daisy are just kicking back, enjoying the evening. So here's old Chickie here, sitting back on the couch. What are you doing, Daisy? Say hi to everybody. Hey. Chirp. What a little cutie, eh? That's old Daisy. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys probably tomorrow morning. Maybe have morning coffee. Well, she's Saturday morning over here in the bush. It's about 11 o'clock. It hasn't started snowing yet, but man, it is going to be here soon. We got a messy day coming. Again, it's going to snow for 3 or 4 hours, and then it's going to change over to rain. So what I'm doing for now is I'm going out in my little shed, garage, whatever you want to call it here, and I'm going to fire up my generator, fire up my table saw, and I have some 2x4s here that I want to rip in half. Basically, they're going to be for my project I'm going to be doing here. As I said, I'm going to build we bought the truck tent. That'll be here in about a week. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to build a bed that goes in the back, but also goes up over to one side on a platform to work as a couch or down as a bed. And when it's up like a couch, on the other side of the box, I'm going to put another shelf, just a framework going with probably about a 12 to 16 inch wide shelf on top at about the height of the box rail. And then what I'm going to do is there'll be a strip down low, and when I slide the bed out, which is going to be just 3/4 plywood, it'll actually sit right on that, so that I'll have maximum bed width. I'll probably have 52 to 54 inch wide. We got a 4-inch mattress we're going to put on it, 4-inch memory foam topper we're going to use, so it's going to be really comfortable. Anyways, I'm going to get my stuff geared up here, and I'm going to have to change a blade of my table saw here in a minute too. It's really bad. It's an old one. Oh, the screws, yes, screws are still going to come out, so that's awesome. I haven't had this apart in a while. It's been This is an old blade, and I just got a cheap one I'm putting on it. She's a beast. Like an old cheap table saw. Mastercraft, that's all it is. $99 bench saw, they call it. And it still works awesome, so just give me a minute here. Well, there you go. I got the old nut loose. Here's the new blade that's going on. It's just a cheapie that I bought. Home hardware, because I'm just ripping 2x4s, so I'm not building cabinets. All you cabinet guys. Alright, Radley. Yeah, this is about as cheap as it gets right here. A Radley blade. Come on. Get in there, Radley. There, man, I was all worried right there for a second. That was not the right bore size, but it is. That was a harrowing moment. Dark in here. I can't see that good. And you guys probably can't see that well either. Again, sorry about the light, guys. It's probably quite dark in here right now. Probably not the best lighting. Again, now I'm going to tighten her up a little bit. I don't have the proper spanner. And it's going to self-tighten anyway, but I'm just going to give the wrench a couple whacks with a hammer. Don't cut myself here doing it. We're going to rip some 2x4s here in a minute. So anyways, we're going to change it up. And we're going to start doing some overlanding kind of camping, going to different places, flying the drone around, getting some nice footage. I think the channel needs it, and I want to do it. We're going to explore a little bit here very soon. That's why we're going to get this truck tent all set up. We started with the teepee tent, which I was going to use. Change of plan on that pretty quick. That just wasn't practical, and I was going to try to heat it with my ammo can stove. No, we're not going to go that road either. There's enough bushcraft guys out there. They can do their thing. Doing their fires and all that. We're going to go out and we're going to go out and glamp, I guess you could call it a little bit, in a truck tent. And a lot of guys put caps in the back of their truck and convert them all and make them nice. Well, I'm going to do just a basic version of that. It's not going to be fancy like some of them make them. But it's going to be basic, it's going to be functional, it's going to be different than what most truck tents are. Because again, most truck tents, that's all you have, and people sleep on a mattress on the floor, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I think it's going to be much better than sleeping on the ground, so. Well, I got the new blade and the table saw. I got it all set up here to start ripping these things, so I got to run in the cabin now. We got to get the generator fired up and get some power diverted out to here, so let's go get that going. Well, there you go. I'm not going to lie to you. It took about 10 pulls to get the generator going. Problem is, it's got old gas in it from last year. And then I got to go up to the loft, and this is how I swap my power over. This is kind of cool. Watch this. Right now, my receptacles, if I turn the inverter on, this is for all my receptacles. I just unplug that out of here and put it down here. That's all wiggling around. There we go. And now the generator is powering up the receptacles, because the generator power is coming out of this plug right here. Well, there you go. Generator's going. Power is diverted out here. So it's time to get the table saw fired up and see if I can rip myself some 2x4s in half. Make myself some 1x3/4 by whatever they are. And it's just starting to snow here right now. So things are going to get fun here soon. What a pile of friggin' sawdust just from ripping 6 2x4s in half. Isn't that crazy? What a pile. I got a pretty neat story about that. Pretty neat story about that poor old table saw. She's cold out here. Look at the breath. I bought that. It's probably 20 years ago now. It's just a little Mastercraft bench saw. 10-inch bench saw, they call it. Table saw, whatever. $99 cheap thing. One of the first times I used that, and this is, again, 15, 18 years ago, one of the first times I used it, I was cutting something, it was so long ago, I don't remember, and I remember hearing this ungodly noise come out of the motor. So I shut her down, took it apart, opened it up, something got inside it, I don't know if whatever, and every electric motor has a fan on the end, a cooling fan like that to cool it down. It took every fin off of that fan. They're all gone. Figured, well, what the hell, right? And I don't think I'd get warranty. I don't know why. I should have gone in and got warranty, but I didn't. I've run that for 15, 18 years like that. I've never repaired it. Excuse me. It has no cooling fan on the motor, so I normally run her until I can smell her. But I just ripped 6 2x4s right in half. Nice pile of lumber here now. Nice pile of 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 or 2x2 or whatever you're going to call them. And I wouldn't want to rip a whole lot more of there right now because they're going to put a strain on that poor little motor, right? But I can't believe it still works and has never failed me. Yeah, that project's done anyway. Nice to have that done. Still not snowing. It's just sitting on the cusp right now. You can just see it's just ready to start coming down. But I got those all done. It's warming right up out too. It was minus 11 last night. Right now it's only minus 2 or 3. I think it's warming right up today. So I have to go shut the generator off. Probably going to make myself coffee. Go figure, kick back for a while. But I think it's going to be pretty neat making new content going all over the place. I'm getting kind of tired here of showing you me getting water out of the brook, showing you me splitting wood, all that other stuff, right? That only can get spread so far and it gets spread too thin. And crazy as this silly YouTube thing is, when you put something different or new out, it seems to just throw it right into outer space and you get a bunch of impressions, it's called. A bunch of opportunity for people to actually view the videos. So, you know, we put cabin ones up every week, I get 1,000 views. I put something up my tarp shed and one of them's already hit 100,000 almost. So it's just ridiculous how this works. But I'm hoping we get out and do some camping and all that. It's going to be nice to share some of those stories with you guys too, you know, and we're going to glamp. And I even bought a diesel heater. Might use it, might not, but I bought a brand new diesel heater. Those things are right cheap now on Amazon, and I fired that up in the garage the other day, and that's the coolest freaking rig, man. I've seen a lot of things. Those things are cool. Sounds like a little jet engine when you first fire it up. Technically, it's what it is. So anyways, beautiful day, getting nicer out. Gonna go inside and see what Chicken Nugget's doing right now and probably have a coffee. Wow, standing out in the deck out here, never even snowed. We got not even a centimeter, got a few ice pellets and all that, and it rained pretty hard for a couple minutes, and now it's kind of backed off. I don't know if it's even freezing rain or what it's doing, but anyway, it's just another day in the woods. It's not a nice day, but it's not a bad day either, so we're just kind of hanging out, doing our thing here, enjoying it. It's always nice to be here no matter what the weather is. Well, for supper, the deal is we are going to have, we bought one of those rotisserie chickens from Costco. We're going to just cut some of the chicken off that. Going to throw it in the pan. Going to warm it up. We're going to have some, what is it we got here?
Green beans.
Green beans on the side.
Actually, pole beans.
Pole beans, actually. Frozen pole beans we actually grew out front here, so that's kind of cool. We're going to have some pole beans with it, and we're going to have...
Salad.
Salad. That's that's it. We're gonna have salad. So it's almost freezing rain outside right now. It's kind of a messy day out there. But anyway, the lighting is not the greatest in here today either for doing this. I hope you guys. Oh, look, there's a pretty face again. There, he's back.
Hey, baby.
So anyways, I don't know what that was all about because it's not even raining out. It ain't doing nothing outside. So they kind of lied to us. The storm is not a storm at all. It's blowing a little bit out here, but there's no rain. There's no precipitation at all coming down right now. So we're just kicking back. Cindy's got supper undergo here now. Got the burners going and warming her up. Well, there you go, guys. Supper is on the table, on the plate, and that's going to be a nice meal. It's actually going to be a really healthy meal, thanks to Cindy. And got some, was this everything salad or dill?
Yes.
And everything salad on the side. So we're going to sit down and eat our dinner here now. Well, Sunday morning over here, guys. We didn't get hardly anything out of that weather like we were supposed to. No snow at all. Rained pretty hard last night for a little while. Not a big deal. We're gonna pull out of here soon. I gotta load my stuff in the back of the truck here in a minute that I cut yesterday in the table saw. All those little, I guess they're a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 is what they come out at. They're not quite a 2 by 2. But anyway, I want to go out here and just see something just for a second. Yeah, I want to show people. Anybody that saw my video on the tarp garage and how I put the white tarp on it to fix it, and people said that won't last at all. You guys see this building over here? It's hard to see right now. That's my garage I built over here. That's been done over 3 years. That side is in the sun. It's shaded a bit, but it's still in the sun. And the stuff is just as good as the day I put it on. It has not degraded. Here, you can see it better here. It is not degraded at all. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. So the way I fixed my tarp shed, in my opinion anyway, it's going to last for quite a while because of white tarp. And this is only over top of freaking pallets. And here's the other side, look. We just had a storm. When it rained yesterday, it blew so hard that this cover blew right off the machine here. My digger, it was uncovered because the wind got under, popped it right off. So I already come out here this morning and stuck that on. Anyways, I gotta load my 2x2s in a little pile of lumber I cut yesterday. It's gonna be wonderful stuff. We're gonna take that home, and my next video is gonna be building what I'm gonna call it is gonna be basically a futon style bed. This is going to go in the back of the truck with a truck tent. So we're going to kind of combine two elements. People have been doing it for years, taking half tons and putting truck toppers, the fiberglass ones on there, and I'd love to do that. Problem being, getting it on and off. They're freaking heavy. And I need this truck for a work truck on a daily basis to pick up stuff. So I need something that can go in and out quite easy. So best of both worlds, because these truck tents also have way more headroom. This thing's almost 5 feet tall. So chicken nugget there, she'd be able to stand right up inside this thing, and I'll be able to at least stand up and, you know, bend over and get dressed in that. So it's going to be pretty neat. I've already got it pretty much engineered up here in the old egg. So now we just got to take all that wood, go home and put it all together. So my next video is going to be assembling the bed and the counter on the other side. It's going to be a futon style bed, and then there's going to be a counter / shelf or whatever go the whole way along the other side. So anyway, enough about that for now. You guys like this content, like and subscribe. The channel's starting to take right off again with that. I don't know why. That tarp shed video thing is going crazy right now. It's over 100,000 views, I think, and it's still going. I haven't even looked this morning. It's a strange thing, the algorithm and the way it works on here, and I wish I knew. Anyways, like and subscribe, share the videos, appreciate it. There's all kinds of adventure stuff coming up. It's not always going to be at the cabin here anymore. We're going to get this thing all set up, and we're going to show you guys some beautiful friggin' places in my neck of the woods here. So talk to you guys very soon from Cynthia and I. Live simply, remain grateful.